Hi, Shea Hulse here. If you don't know me, I'm a wife and mom of two, and I help entrepreneurial women master their mindset and build a successful online business without sacrificing time with their loved ones so they can live their dream life. And this week, I'm going to talk about my talk with a publisher and kind of how that went and what you should do and what you shouldn't do when pursuing publishing your book traditionally. So, yeah, if you don't know me, I have authored now 2 books. I'm on my 3rd book. And, I only recently decided that I would start pursuing traditional publishing, which there's tons of different ways to do that, kind of. You're supposed to have an agent. You're supposed to write query letters to different publishing houses, and then you can, like, hopefully land a deal. But so basically, only about 1% of the people that attempt to get traditionally published actually get published, which is like so extremely low and really quite terrible percentage wise of the people that actually get published. So, what is traditional, what is self published kind of look like? So, when you're talking about self-publishing, which is what I did, which is what I suggest you do, especially as a first-time author, is it's kind of like you write the book. You should get a professional book cover done. I use Fiverr. I also use Fiverr for my editor, and I have a wonderful editor. I think her name's Susan. Shout out to Susan. You could probably find her on there. She has great reviews and all of that. In my book, my cover creator, German Creative, I believe it is. Awesome creator. And again, they're both like fairly reasonable too. And then so you're going to take that book that's now, properly edited, and properly, formatted with a book cover, professional looking book cover. And you're going to take it and you can do it for free to KDP. But, if you want to own the rights to your book, you have to use an ISBN, which is not free. An ISBN you have to buy from Bowker.com in the United States. And there's like one other one if you're not in the United States that you have to buy it from. So they kind of own the monopoly on ISBNs. You don't really need to get the barcode, I've found, because usually they will put the barcode on for you, which is great. And then you can take that book and, yes, put it onto KDP, which is by Amazon. You could take it and put it on Barnes & Noble, this and that and the other thing. If you want to kind of shortcut that, use Ingram Spark Books, or Ingram Spark, sorry, not books. And that is going to cost you about $50 to do an ebook and, a soft cover paperback book as well. So it'll do the 2 copies for $49, and you're going to use that same ISBN. So then that's going to help you get into Barnes & Noble, all the other major retailers. You could also use Draft to Digital. If you don't know, just kind of go through. I've done videos about it before, or you can look on my website. I do have blog posts about it. But for today's purposes, basically, I'm going to say that, self-publishing is the way to go, because then you own the rights to your book. You can choose when you want to change something about it. You can choose when you want to put it in a different retailer. You can choose if you want to pull it out of a retailer. You can choose when you're going to publish the next book in the series. You have complete freedom in that sense. When you want to do traditional publishing, again, you have to usually find an agent, and that agent's going to help you get into a publishing house. And then that publishing house, if you strike a deal with them, which only 1% of people do, they're going to pay you up front, but then they're going to keep anywhere from like 60 to 90% of the royalties for themselves. So you're only going to get like 10 to 40% of the profits of the book. But then they are going to also tell you when you're going to launch it, what your book cover is going to look like, what the final editing manuscript is going to look like, what sort of direction they want to see you go in next. And, you're going to publish a book about every, 2 years, let's say, once you go through that whole process. And so, there's a lot of pluses and minuses to traditional publishing, because then they're going to handle all of the marketing and the manufacturing and the social media. They're really going to bump you up. They're going to get you into tons more places than just the big major retailers. They're going to get you into all the little guys too. They're going to get you international. They're going to, really get your book out there. But that doesn't mean that your book's going to be successful anyway. Same as self-publishing. So anyway, when I spoke to this publisher, right, that was a lot of what he said was basically, this is what the publisher will do for you. This is what self-publishing can do for you. So self-publishing is great because you could, as fast as you can write, as fast as you can publish, you can get it out. But the catch was with this gentleman was that at the end, and I kind of knew it, like I was trying to get him to cut to the chase, is I was like, okay, what do you want from me? He wanted like $2,000, which that's not a real publishing house. A real publishing house is not going to have you pay them. They're kind of more like a marketer that you're hiring to help market your book. And, I don't know whatever else services that they offer, but that's not really the route I wanted to go with it. But I will still look into traditional publishing. But secondly, he kind of pointed out, he was looking onto my website, he was looking onto my social media presence, he was looking into my Google presence, and he said it looks more like you are a blogger as opposed to a book author. So that's leading me into my next step, is just that I am going to be doing sort of a remodeling phase, rebranding phase with my business. So I'm not sure exactly what that is going to look like, but I know that it's going to include, maybe less videos and more writing, because writing is what I really want to do. Writing is what my passion is. And videos, while they are great for marketing, for building an online presence and things like that, I'm going to keep them a little bit shorter, and I'm going to try to keep them more oriented towards writing. So that's going to be like a two-part thing. We'll see how that ends up looking. If you have suggestions on what you'd like to see more of, please, please, please let me know in the comments. Let me know anywhere you know me. Just email me. You can do sheahulse@gmail.com. It's right there for anybody to see. And yeah, I think I'm going to start gearing it more towards writing help, writing tips. And I've already rebranded my website, so let me know what you think about that as well. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you next week. Hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please like this video, share it with someone you think would find some value in it as well. And be sure to subscribe or follow me for more. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you when I talk to you. If you want me to continue a weekly schedule, let me know below. If maybe you want more value in each video, let me know that as well. So thank you, and I'll see you when I see you.